The next question here in 6.3 is talking about making toast. Now, we had to think a little bit differently in 6.2, and this one's going to make us think even more differently, okay? So we know that a toaster, that it says here, has 4 slots for bread. So that means you can make 4 pieces of toast at one time. And it tells us there that it takes 35 seconds for 4 slices, 70 seconds for 8 slices, and 105 seconds to make 10 slices. How long do you think it will take to make 20 slices? If someone makes as many slices of toast as possible in 4 minutes and 40 seconds, how many slices do you think they can make? Well, in order to answer this question, I'm going to take you to another table. So here's a table that represents this, all right? Let me see if I can move my picture over here for a second so we can get a better look at this. So on this table, instead of just using the 4 and the 8, they put all the number of slices that you could have, okay? And they took it all the way down to 12, all right? So what you need to see here is that we have some groups of 4. All of these take the same amount, which is that 35 seconds. All of these are going to take double that. Now, we've got to assume that you can get those 4 slices out and a new batch started without wasting any time in between there, and we know it's not necessarily possible. All right, so if we keep on going, we've got a whole nother group of 4 and all of this. So that 4 is a clue there. All right, so in our question, if it's asking us, how long do you think it will take to make 20 slices, we need to know how many groups of 4. Well, in 20, there is 5 groups of 4. Okay? So what that means is we have 5 also groups of 35 seconds each. So if I multiply 35 times 5, that's going to give me a total of 175 seconds. So here we're looking at the groups. The groupings are more important. So if I'm looking at question number 2 here, if someone makes as many slices of toast as possible in 4 minutes 40 seconds, how many slices do you think they would make? Well, since everything else is in seconds, we need to get that minutes and 40 seconds, 4 minutes and 40 seconds back into just seconds. In 4 minutes, there are 240 seconds, and add 40 to that, we're looking at 280 seconds, okay? Well, we have to find out how many groups of 35 are in that. And if we look at that, there are 8 groups of 35 seconds. Well, how many pieces of toast can we make in each group? There's 4, and since it says we want as many slices as possible, we want to make sure that all 4 of those are filled up. So to solve this one, we've got those 8 groups, and then we got to have 4 slices in each group. So in that amount of time, they can make 32 slices of bread because 8 times 4 is 32. Now, the grouping of 4 is what's important here, okay? On the second one, we had to find out how many groups of 4 we have by dividing by that 35. That's the important piece here. Now, if we're not understanding this, if we're not seeing this, it's okay right now, so don't stress too much. But I do need you to understand that we're talking about the groups of 4 and the 35 seconds in those groups, okay? So we have those answers.